tonight. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Deshaun Watson and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we start Week 5.
I need this dub. Come on.
Matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that,
all right, let's get this thing.
is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across.
Yo, what kind of tackle?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper.
None of that.
Down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
Let's get a stop.
Gain.
Prescott from the gun.
How the fuck?
Open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Yes.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there.
I don't know what else to do, bro.
Another first down.
You gotta pick that.
Precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Lord.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
Exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On 1st down, Watson. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Panthers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them
good
with
run, good run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Gallman. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Complete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They juked him. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboys.
How does he even hold on to that rock?
I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. So,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's caught again by Schultz. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The Folks' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Good game to follow in the late afternoon window as well, one being in Atlanta, where it'll be the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Watson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out
Smart
for
man.
first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that, and oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Prescott now. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Gallman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 41, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run left with Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 89 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. This is Gorman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Panthers
Let's go!
back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Alright, let's get it.
Not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Folks, kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield. And
all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Dak. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They need it. This one.